You're 34. The apartment is clean. The career is moving. The calendar has things in it. What you can't explain is the feeling that your life is a room with excellent furniture and no one sitting in any of it. You've stopped mentioning this to people. They offer solutions when what you described wasn't quite a problem. You meet her at a language exchange event you went to because a colleague guilted you into it. Her name is Yuki. She's teaching Japanese to a man who looks deeply overconfident about how quickly he's going to learn Japanese. She catches you watching and says nothing. She doesn't look away either. Later, across the table with your terrible flashcards, she tells you your pronunciation is creative. She says it exactly like that. Creative. You will spend 3 days figuring out what she meant. It was not a compliment. Your friends hear about her and deliver the usual script. Quiet, right? Submissive? She'll just go along with whatever you want. You let them finish. Within the first month, Yuki has reorganized your approach to 2 separate work problems, identified that one of your closest friends is using you as emotional unpaid labor, and told you, with the same calm she uses to order coffee, that your apartment is fine but lacks intention. She explains the difference between a space someone lives in and a space someone has thought about. She is not unkind about this. She is just precise. The version your friends imagine does not exist. The version you're dating is considerably more difficult and considerably more interesting. Her parents visit from Osaka. Her father, Kenji, speaks limited English but communicates at full fluency through other means. He notices things. He noticed the books on your shelf were arranged by color, not subject, and he looked at them for a full 5 seconds without expression. You rearrange them afterward. Her mother, Michiko, arrives with omiyage, small gifts wrapped with a precision that makes your apartment's wrapping paper drawer feel ashamed. She does not take over the kitchen. She asks if she may use it. Then she produces a meal from it that renders everything you thought you knew about cooking into charming amateur effort. You eat it in silence, because silence at the table is not emptiness here, it's presence. You learn this slowly. The proposal happens on a walk. No crowd, no performance. You'd asked Yuki once, in passing, how she felt about big public proposals. She'd said they were more for the person proposing than the person being proposed to. So you walk, and you ask, and she stops, and she says yes in a voice so quiet it's almost private. Later, she tells her parents over a phone call that lasts an hour and involves a long silence from her father that she later describes as approval. You ask how a silence is approval. She says you'll understand eventually. She's right, you do. The wedding is small by design. 60 people, 2 ceremonies, no item wasted. The San-san-kudo at the ceremony, you and Yuki each drink from the same sake cup 3 times, 3 sips each, 9 in total. The number 9 does not divide evenly. That is the point. Life doesn't divide evenly. You've been told this technically. Inside the ceremony, the sake warm on your tongue and the room around you in complete stillness, you feel it. Her father watches from the front row, not crying, just watching with the precise attention of a man who built a life carefully and is watching his daughter do the same. At the reception dinner, there is a moment Kenji pours you sake himself. He doesn't pour his own, he pours yours first. You don't know what this means, but you know it means something, and you accept the cup with both hands the way Yuki showed you, months ago, in a lesson you thought was about manners. It was about belonging. He raises his glass. He says one English word, son. Your throat does a thing you weren't prepared for. 6 months in, you have a real fight. Something about your work hours and your presence and a version of yourself you keep promising to retire. She doesn't raise her voice. She doesn't need to. She says, I did not come this far to sit in a room alone. It lands in you and does not leave. You think about it for days. You change what she asked you to change, not because she demanded it, because you finally heard what she actually said, that she was worth more than what you'd been giving, and that she believed you were capable of more, and that both of those things were acts of care, not complaint. Her grandmother sends a package from Kyoto. Inside, 2 ceramic cups, hand-thrown, unmatched. A note in Japanese that Yuki reads quietly and doesn't translate right away. When you ask, she says cups that match are for display. Cups that are used every morning don't need to match. They just need to hold. You drink your coffee from yours the next morning. Yuki drinks her tea from hers. The cups don't match. The morning is quiet in the way mornings are when someone else is in the room. Not empty, just still. You finally know the difference.